Well, howdy friends, Brian Flechsig of Mad River Outfitters in the Midwest Fly Fishing Schools, and we're here at beautiful Clear Creek Metro Park, just minutes below Columbus, Ohio. And today we're looking for rainbow trout, fishing with Ryan Ratliff, and we're gonna go see what we can find. No way.
What are you doing here?
Tim!
Brian, no way. Hey, buddy.
So you were just hanging out in the men's room?
I just came here to fish and, you know.
Did you sleep in there?
No.
Okay.
Picnic table for me.
Oh. So you came down to Clear Creek to fish and we just happened to bump into?
Yeah, I was on my way to Michigan. I got a show I'm doing up there and
No kidding.
yeah, thought I'd stop in here, read about it and fish.
Well, let's go fishing.
Yeah. What are you doing?
We got Ryan. Well, of course, I'm an American, so I'm American nymphing. I'm gonna put a bobber on here. I'm gonna put shot on
That little teeny rod?
Yeah.
Well, I'm euronymphing as usual, so.
Well, sounds like a competition to me.
Yeah, let's have at it.
All right.
Go.
Just happened to run into Tim Flagler. He walks out of the men's room. What are the chances of that? Y'all know Ryan Ratliff. Ryan's gonna be our guide today. And we're just gonna go have some fun. Try to catch some rainbow trout. And stay tuned. We'll have another episode from the studio where we'll run you through the rigs that we're using. Again, Tim is apparently gonna speak Czech or German all day.
No, just general European.
He's gonna speak European. Well, I think you were European.
Yeah, I was.
And I'm gonna speak American. I'm gonna fish with a bobber, but we'll walk you through the rigs that we're using and talk some technical stuff from the studio. Right now, we're just going fishing because it's not every day that I get to fish with Ryan Ratliff, and not every day that Tim Flagler just comes walking out of the men's room. Stream, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. That's a big deep old pit over there.
Yeah.
A little nice color to it. Not too mucky, but not too clear either.
Oh no, this is perfect for
Yeah.
what we're looking to do here today, and what a great time of year. I still think that American nymphing is going to outdo Euro nymphing today.
You do.
I do.
It's gonna be. This is not what I'm used to euronymphing, but.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yes, yeah. Well, Ryan wants us to go that way. So, all right, let's go that. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go.
We can go on the cup. Don't you dare film this, Dev. He is filming it. Like an otter. Generally, I don't start off with a worm, but
Fine, I won't.
no.
You know what?
Whatever holds back a tear, Brian.
I meant to bring my. I forgot to grab my soft tackle box.
Wow. There's a lot going on in there.
That's
a lot.
See that. Rate this.
Jeez.
It's not my best. I can do better. What do you got? All right, so the Oros strike indicators, the extra smalls. Orange is kind of my go-to color for a lot of things, for fly line, when I'm sight fishing. But these new, relatively new, extra small Oros indicators are really, really cool and easy to adjust. There's a variety of different water depths here, and I'll probably be adjusting here so that doe. Of course, I've got basic nymph formula here, 3 parts to a tippet rings, and then my tippets. And let's see, that should be about right. Yeah, oh, I can see it perfectly. Yeah, these are these are really great size indicators for a small stream like this. Here we go. I got 2 fish. I had 2 fish on, and that counts. And you know what's crazy? I only have 1 fly on.
Oh, I lost it.
Well done, Brian.
Thank you, Tim.
Any special fly you'd care to share, or maybe not?
I had to go. I had to go to the dark side.
You went dirty, didn't you? I had a feeling.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh. Tim kind of gave me a little bit of a hard time that I was playing dirty. So he's going to do the same down there. But, you know, I just really haven't seen much of anything. And of course, we're fishing for stocked rainbows here. There's nothing wrong with fishing a worm. I mean, fish eat worms. And then what, 3rd cast after I put on a squirmy wormy or San Juan worm. It's theoretically a squirmy wormy. And I hooked into a fish almost immediately.
Record.
And no, it was my record rainbow for 2025. That's my first rainbow of the year. And not only that, but there was another fish in there chasing it. So there's yet, and the second fish looked a little bit bigger. I don't know if he was chasing the fish or he was chasing my second fly, because I do have 2 flies on, as quite frankly I most often do when I'm nymph fishing. I mean, Lefty told us in his book from 1992, Advanced Fly Fishing Techniques, there's 5 trout flies you should never be without. That's an Adams dry fly, a hare's ear nymph, a San Juan worm, an egg pattern, and a black woolly bugger. And he's right. And I've got each one of those on my person anytime I'm trout fishing. Of course, we like to experiment with different things, but it's amazing. You go back to those basics and bam, immediately catch a fish.
So Brian just got the first fish of the day, and he went dirty early as far as I'm concerned. I'm a little more of a traditionalist, I guess. But he got one on a worm. Wasn't gonna go there, but I'm gonna go there. But mine's not quite so bad. I have a gray mop fly. It's not pink, it's not orange, it's not purple. So I call it the kinder, gentler mop, but it's still a mop. And Brian just got another one upstream.
There's rainbows following it. This is a fat boy. Tim, if it's any consolation, I think if we pump their stomachs, they're full of worms.
That would be my guess. With these muddy banks and, you know, runoff and everything, it just drives those worms right into the river.
This place is so full of annelids, and especially, like you said, with all the rain we've had.
Yeah.
Super fat.
Well, I mean, once again, it's all in fun, and Tim is right. I did go a little bit dirty, but you know, we're here to catch fish, and we're trying to make a movie here. This is show business after all. And but the truth of the matter is,
oh, that was a fish.
Tim just had a fish. I think we've got this dialed in, friends.
Get good at it. I mean, it's always a lot to think about over here. It's not just watching the bobber, but once you got the right person who's really into that.
Well, and watching.
Heads up.
Wow.
We did not do that on purpose. Swear.
Wow.
We play fair.
That's pretty dirty.
I got a mop fly on, Tim.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Woo! Woohoo! Boy, yeah, that is a chunky monkey right there.
There we go.
Thank you, Ryan. Beauty. Fins are nicely put together, everything.
Good looking fish.
Oh, there we go. He's gone.
Good job, dude.
The mop.
Okay, occasionally throughout the day, I may have to dress the butt section of my leader and the tip of my fly line, and none better than the high and dry paste floatant. This stuff is really amazing. And I'll just coat the tip of my line, maybe a couple feet back, and the butt section of my leader, and it is gonna float like you just can't imagine how good it will float now. And that'll help me mend, because of course in any nymph fishing, mending is critical. It's just rub it on your waders, and then if you do that enough over the course of the day, then you'll float if you fall in.
Nothing to see down here.
It's a native.
It's a trumpet trout. It's a beauty too.
That's a great one. Native fish, man.
Yeah.
Not these stocked invasives.
In the Worlds. Two guys were fishing in the Worlds this year, and
Got the right color. Right.
nicely done. Thank you, Ryan.
Tied up now.
Oh man, Ryan, that is a beautiful rainbow. What, right about 11, 12 inches, and beautiful fins, white tips on them. That is, yeah. Not a scale out of place. Frisky. What did you say the water was, 58?
58 degrees. Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to handle them too much here, but see if I can get them out for a little picture. Pretty rainbow. Nice fish. See you, buddy. Thank you, Ryan.
Good job.
Appreciate it. I ain't moving. There's a ball of fish down there the size of all of Ohio.
So Tim, you know, it was almost 1 year ago, exactly.
Oh, that's right. It was about a year ago. Yeah, because we were looking for Hendricksons.
So we're looking for Hendricksons. I think it was early to mid-April, so about 13 months ago. And kind of why we decided to change venues this time.
A little safer here?
Yeah, I thought that maybe if I said, hey, we were going to the Mad River, that you might have some reservations. But we've not told many people about this. In fact, you made us swear we wouldn't tell your wife, but then you ran
Then
home
I
and
told her. That's a good story.
You know, I called my mother last night and wished her happy Mother's Day and talked to her for a little while. And then I started to tell her the story. I said, well, we're not going to the Mad this time. And she's like, well, why? And I had neglected it. I guess I forgot to tell her the story. But anyhow, for those that don't know, which is most people, there's only a handful of people that know this story in the world, but we were on the Mad River a year ago, and I think we were standing right on the bank where I have taught classes, I've launched and landed my boat maybe 1,000 times in my life and never had a problem. But I was I think I was telling you a story about the river and how the river came about and came about to be a trout
That's
stream.
exactly right.
The next thing you know, somebody's shooting at us.
Hitting the trees across the stream.
And it was not far from our heads, really. I mean, and our trusty cameraman, Dev,
Hit the dirt.
hit the dirt. Like it was like D-Day. And
And meanwhile, the two of us, like, who's shooting?
Hey, why are you doing that? That's not nice. Yeah, I just thought somebody was practiced, because it happens a lot. Farmers around there just shoot their guns to sight them in or practice or whatever they're doing. And I thought for sure, oh, somebody just doesn't know we're here. And then so I started yelling and said, hey, there's people, and we're down here in the river. And there was, if I remember correctly, there's one or two more shots.
I think there were two more after you yelled. And yeah, that's when you kind of get the idea that they knew they were sending a message.
Yes, they were definitely sending a message. And so we all three hit the dirt. And so we do have this on film, at least Dev hitting the ground. And I don't know how much exactly more he captured after that, but we're going to go ahead and run that now. And I don't think you can watch it. It'll be too traumatic.
Dramatic, yeah.
So anyways, here...
Good times.
Yeah, here is Tim Flagler and I getting shot in Tim's first time on the Mad River with Mad River Outfitters.
Yep, maybe the last time, actually.
When I was writing my book, I actually lived over in the corner over there.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And so I had tent, my tent, Coleman stove, Coleman lantern, and a picnic table. And I would wake up in the morning, drive to Cincinnati, which is an hour and a half, go to Bally Total Fitness to take a shower, and go to work at the fly shop.
Really? That's trout bomb stuff right there.
And then drive back up, because at night, as you know, is the best time to get bug samples.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I would set up my Coleman lantern, and every night just catch the bugs.
Yeah.
Right there.
Have them come right to the light.
Yep. And that's how I got most of the samples of the adults.
Yeah, I'm close to the river, but not close enough to do that. And boy, I would love to be able to just park it, somewhere and be able to do that every evening. Now, I read about it. Why is it called the Mad River?
Well, the folklore has it. As I told you before, the river is a spring creek.
Yep.
And it comes out of the ground, the base of Mad River Mountain, essentially near Bell Fountain, Ohio. And originally, the river meandered so much that by the time it got to really the first town, West Liberty, it was a warm water. It contained brook species, which there were your creek chubs and your dace and darters, possibly some smallmouth bass, although I've never seen that documented. And by the time it got to the town of West Liberty, which is about 12 miles north of us or so, it was too warm to support a population of trout. So it was not originally a trout stream. There are people that will tell you that this was originally a native brook trout stream. It was not. No. Well, because it wound and meandered so much, the farmers in the area had trouble. This is some of the best farmland in the state, in this swath that the glaciers carved out. But it wound and meandered so much that it would flood the farmers' fields. So they hemmed and hawed, and finally the Army Corps of Engineers came in and channelized it, and basically,
That was just gone.
hey, oh, hello.
Came from over there, I think.
Crazy. And again, I've never had anything like that. And it's not a dangerous place, but maybe we'll go back someday and float the river down on my Ossawa riverboat. That way, at least we'd have nowhere to escape to.
Well, yeah, that doesn't really sound any better to me, Brian.
No, it doesn't. Well, it was a bizarre situation, and we hightailed it out of there real quick and went downstream to what we thought was a safer place. I think you wound up catching a fish.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it was terribly windy.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
windy and cold, and
freezing cold, horribly windy. We wound up going back to the studio, and some of that footage in the studio, you can just see our faces are wind burned.
yeah.
And cold burn. So anyways, well, we were having ourselves a little friendly competition today, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 2-2.
2-2, but I do have 2 magnificent suckers under my belt, and I understand that they're native here, and
Right.
and they were not snagged. They were both caught in the mouth, legitimate hooks. So I think there should be, you know, some kind of maybe adjustment for that. I don't know.
Okay,
I'll let you work that out.
we'll see.
Yeah, there's still a lot of trout fishing to be done. So
All right, well,
let's get after it.
get after it.
That one felt more like a trout bite, I hope.
Like that. Yeah, but do the head shape like karate. Up head shape.
Nice. Yeah, another little bigger one, huh?
Got little hands.
Very nice. Boy,
Yeah, my turn.
yeah, that was what, first trip through there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's your line there.
Yeah, you know, when you're in direct contact with the fish, you can see it on your sighter. It's not like you have an indicator out there with a big angle and weird drift and everything.
That was cool, man. I watched that happen. That was, I know as much about euronymphing as I do like lunar exploration. And that was a good
You saw it on the sighter.
I thought, yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Hey, he's a running.
Well done, sir. This guy have a heron encounter or something?
Sure.
Oh, he sure did. It's amazing how
My fingers in it.
how well they deal with the wound like that, you know?
Nasty.
Whoa!
It's all the nasty.
No.
That almost went down your waders,
Yeah.
bud.
Good thing.
Another story.
Good thing we're not professionals.
Yeah. That was classic.
Yeah.
All right, turn?
You're up.
Yeah, all right. Super.
What? I think that's the same fish.
Could be.
No, he's got. Is it? I saw another scar.
If that's the same I think you're right. That is one dumb fish if it's the same fish. Oh, he's still got a lot of spunk. Holy cow. Yeah. No kidding.
I thought I saw a scar. I don't think I did.
Whoa, you jumped through the net.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's different fish.
It's a
but
different fish.
yeah. I thought I saw the same thing too, Brian.
Too, it was
there was a darker thing on the back, maybe.
Done mop. Let's get
Yeah.
down. He's got some. There's a little bit net rash.
Yeah.
Little net rash. We can let him go.
Get a little bit of shot like that.
Not even sure that's a trout. That could be.
Got a small.
Wait, he. Yeah, he's got.
I got it. It's a trout.
Thought it might have been a tarpon.
Oh, that's better than I thought it was.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah. I was reading small there, but that's a good one.
Is that a little good angle? Yeah, it's okay. Because you faced him towards Ron. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, Tim, that was a pretty fun morning of fishing.
Yeah, it really was.
I mean, you were fishing the mop fly, which is a crane fly imitation, and this place is crawling with crane flies.
Yeah, it's just got that look, all the woody debris
Yeah.
and kind of sandy, silty bottom. That's crane fly.
Yep, no question. But I think we wound up theoretically 4-4, although you did up me with 2 suckers
Yeah, yeah.
in the mouth.
In the mouth, not foul hook.
Yep.
They were legit.
So I don't think we solved the modern dilemma of Euro versus indicator. And the fact is that you're very good. I stood back and watched you, and I know how to fish a bobber. I've been doing it all my life. And so to each his own.
Yeah.
You know, to each his own. And if you want to fish with a bobber, if you want to fish with a San Juan worm, if you want to fish with a mop fly, fishing's fishing, just have fun. And we certainly had some fun.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was-
and nice little river. I mean, that's a gem right there.
And we're 40 minutes below Columbus, Ohio. You know, we'll be back at the shop just after lunch, and just a really neat place to be. You're actually in a region called the Hocking Hills.
Okay.
And it's kind of famous. Actually, this is the #1, if I'm not mistaken, the #1 wedding destination in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
It is very scenic.
There's more
no doubt.
cabins and hot tubs within a 30-mile radius of you right now than anywhere else on planet Earth.
I'll keep that in mind.
Cabins and hot tubs.
Okay.
It's pretty crazy, but there's Old Man's Cave. There's a bunch of parks. There's a bunch of natural features. Old Man's Cave, Conkle's Hollow, Ash Cave. It's just a really neat area.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thanks as always for being here and doing this with us. As we stated before, we're going to head back to the shop and we're going to do some work in the studio. So we'll talk about the rigs that we fished. So stay tuned for that. I might even be convinced to fish in a few more minutes before we head home. So
Let's do that.
Yeah, I think we should. So special thanks to Tightlinevideo, of course.
Thank you.
Be sure to check out Tim and everything he does at Tightlinevideo. And I think you've got a couple of different websites, don't you?
Well, tightlinevideo.com, but also our YouTube channel, which is Tightlinevideo.
Yeah.
And our videos can be found in a bunch of places.
Yep.
As well. TU National Orbis Learning Center.
Well, and I know that you're known as the voice of fly tying.
I've heard that.
so many people reach out and they say, I never knew what the guy looked like before I recognized his voice. But so anyways, well, we sure appreciate you and thanks for being here and look forward to our next time together on the water. And a special thanks to Ryan Ratliff of Mad River Outfitters. Ryan so graciously guided us. This is kind of his home water. He lives not too far away. But you all recognize Ryan, of course, superstar at Mad River Outfitters and becoming a well-known fly tyer in his own right through our YouTube channel. He's got some stuff going on every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Be sure to tune in to Ryan. So anyways, thanks as always, friends, for being here. We really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free, and you never know when on a simple fishing trip, Tim Flagler comes walking out of the men's room, for crying out loud. So you don't want to miss that. So subscribe, hit the like button, that just makes us feel good. And stay tuned. We've got a ton of fly fishing content coming your way.